What's happening with this electrical thing, and I don't know if you can see in the back, but there's a black square in the back. Now that's an insulator that's supposed to go between these metal plates and the metal of the box, and then the bolts, which hold this little bus bar thing onto the box, will go through the plastic. Now when somebody sees cheap plastic in there, or whatever they feel that ought to not be there, that's not there just for decoration. What happened was, and we'll carry this out to some daylight, but we've got background noise. We can see all that burning and scorching stuff going on there. These are the positives where the power was coming into this thing, and this was the negative and ground bar. So what was happening was, this worked when it was first installed because the paint on the box acted as a sufficient insulator for low amperage loads. So let's try to get less background noise. So the paint on the thing acted as a sufficient insulator for low amperage loads. As people put higher amperage loads, and over time, it started to burn that paint away, and for some reason that box had been either assembled or reassembled without that plastic plate on there as an insulator between these bars and the metal on the box. So after many hours of frustrating stuff and accusations, recriminations against me and the other guys doing electrical here, we were getting blamed because we've been doing recent work, like putting this stuff in. And in discussing it with somebody, I say, well, there's a possibility we ran a screw through a cable somewhere. So we're tearing cables out, we're checking them. We're testing everything except the pre-existing wiring, because we thought, well, the wiring was good every time we undid it. Nobody thought to look at the back of the inside of the bus bar to see that somebody had actually put it together without an insulator, and it worked that way for a while. But, you know, dealing with somebody with a limited command of the English language, you know, all I'm hearing is, you not licensed electrician, you do all wire all over again. And no, it wasn't me. Okay, this is pre-existing stuff. This doesn't just happen right away. And no, I didn't touch this with a welder to do that either. What happened was this deteriorated over time because somebody had assembled it without the insulator. And it's one of the reasons here in Oregon why I don't have a lot of respect for the general contractors. Because I was definitely not the first guy to work on this. I was definitely not the guy to have originally put it together. And one of the many reasons I don't have much respect for the generals around here, or the property owners, when it comes to them thinking they have any level of expertise at all to call the shots on something like this. But here you can see what happened. You know, it was for some reason that breaker box had been taken apart, put together wrong. Maybe it came wrong from the factory or something. But this has frustrated us for 2 days until I decided to say, listen, there's no way it was me. It was the breaker box, and that was after being threatened with having to tear all the wire out of the building because they wanted to blame me for it. That's not what was going on here.